Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I kind of wanted to have a little talk with you guys just to go over, a couple things that I've learned over the years and just to share how I became the person I am today, physically, mentally, emotionally, and of course, I want everyone to grow and not be the same person for the better. I feel like everyone should always be growing, everyone should always be changing for the better, Of course, there's a lot of things that don't need to be changed and don't need to be fixed, and why fix something that's not broken? However, it's always great to be better. That's why in this video, we're going to talk about how to glow up. So, I've had a couple of glow ups in my life. I feel like this is not even my final form. I'm only 23. I just have so much more to go. So, I've had a couple of glow ups in my life. I've gone through a lot of different things. There was different trends. Back in the day, there was things that I thought I was cool. I thought I knew everything. I look back on pictures and I just didn't know anything at all, which is totally fine. Life is you're supposed to learn in life and you're supposed to make mistakes. You're supposed to look dumb. But for some reason, I feel like the kids or people that are younger than me, I feel like a lot of them didn't even have an ugly face. I felt like I had more than one ugly face, or just one really long ugly face. First, a lot of people want to glow up or have different glow ups for different reasons. There are, I think, top 3 reasons why we have glow ups. One, we're just getting older. Naturally, you are just going to get better looking, in my opinion. If you are a good person, I feel like you're going to get better looking. If you're if you have a nasty attitude all the time, if you're mean, if you're just not nice and kind to people, I just automatically think you're ugly. So I'm not talking about those people. If you are anything but that, I'm talking to you. And if you got a nasty attitude, if you are so mean to other people, you need to change yourself and fix yourself before it starts reflecting physically. And I'm not even trying to be shady. I'm just really trying to look out for you, because honestly, all that hate and all that meanness takes a toll on you, not only emotionally, but physically. We can see it. You can be the hottest thing, but if you're mean, or if you always got something to say about somebody, you're ugly. I'm just being real. Anyways, there are a couple reasons why I feel like people glow up. 1, they get older. 2, they went through a breakup. I feel like that's really common. Usually people will glow up after a breakup, and a lot of people don't know why, and I do. Most of the time, because when you're in a relationship, especially if you really liked your partner, you tend to sometimes, I'm not saying every freaking relationship, sometimes you tend to forget about yourself because you're so comfortable in that relationship and you're so involved with them. Sometimes you forget about yourself, and that happens to everyone. I swear it happened to me. And when you don't have that person anymore, you have yourself. All you have is yourself. At the end of the day, you have yourself. Of course, you have your friends, you have your family, but in the mirror, you have to look at yourself. At the end of the night, you sleep with yourself. So I feel like people glow up after a breakup because they just realize that they have to take the time to be with themselves, that they look at themselves, they realize oh, maybe I can work on this, or maybe I want to try this style. And that's completely fine, and which is why I think people have a glow up after a breakup. One of the other reasons why I think people have a glow up is they find themselves. And I'm not saying everybody is lost. Everybody goes through things in life that make them forget about themselves. And just like I said before about a relationship, I just feel like life just really has a hold on people. And that happens, that's fine. But there's moments in that time where you realize I have forgotten about myself. I haven't taken care of myself. I don't even know what I like. I don't even know what kind of dresses I like. Another reason why I think people have glow ups is they just want to change, which is fine. They learn a couple of things. They learn how to do their makeup differently. They learn how to do their hair differently. They try to keep up with the trends, and that's cool too. And whatever your reason for a glow up is, just as long as you are happy with yourself and you are happy with who you are, I'm all for a glow up. There are a couple ways you can glow up. First, find a style. If you don't have a style right now, that's totally fine. If you're still like looking through different styles to figure out which style best fits you, that's fine too. Honestly, I suggest going to different styles, seeing what fits you, seeing if you really like it. If you feel like your style is completely opposite from your personality, that's fine too. Like I don't see a reason why not. It took me a while to find my style. I feel like of course I always try to stay within the trends of everything. When I was growing up, we didn't have a lot, so you know, my parents did their best to you know, provide me, you know, with cute stuff and to keep me up to date. But of course, I couldn't have everything I wanted. So now that I'm on my own, like I live on my own and make my own money, I do my best to find clothes that I really like, that I can see myself in, that makes me feel comfortable, that makes me feel comfortable like with my body in it. But one thing about finding a style, please don't break the bank. Like, we're all young, whether you're old, young, whatever, watching this, you don't gotta break the bank to have some style, to look cool, to be a baddie. Like, you really do not. And I do not suggest spending a whole bunch of money on clothes. If that's what you like to do, then that's fine. Like, if you got the means for that, that's fine. But remember, you gotta pay your bills. You gotta feed yourself. You got to take an account for all the other things that you like to indulge yourself in. So be mindful of that. Don't find the style you want, look cute, but do not break the bank. The second thing is changing the way you eat. So if you don't really eat like healthy now, I do suggest, you know, trying to change up your diet. So I've learned when I start cutting out beef, I've talked about it before, when I cut out beef, when I cut out pork, my skin got better. When I started eating more greens, when I started eating more fruit, it got better. So I would kind of suggest to analyze what you intake and try to see if anything changes or see if anything affects like your skin, because like you glow different when you treat your body good when it comes to food. The third thing is fitness, working out. You don't have to work out crazy. You don't have to be a bodybuilder. You do not have to try to be like these IG fitness baddies. If you want to, that's fine, because I want to be like them. I wish I could look that good, which I'm trying to be. But start small. If you're not used to working out, or if you're not used to being active, start small. Find something that you like to do. Tennis, dance, any of that, roller skate, you know, do a couple different things. If you want to work out, work out. If you need a couple suggestions on people who to follow and a couple of plans that you want to buy from, put it in the comments and I'll send you a link. It's fine. The next thing for glowing up is change, which I feel like doesn't have to be said, but it has to be said. Of course, when you're glowing up, you're changing physically. But in order to match your physical, I feel like your mental and your heart has to change as well. Your attitude on life needs to change. Life sucks a lot. Like, I promise you, there's a lot of bad times in life, but there are also a lot of good times in life. So when you look at life, like, you need to start being more thankful. You need to start looking at the better side of things. I know it can be really hard to find those things, but when you start changing your mindset and start being more positive, being more gracious, which is actually one of my goals this year, you look at life differently and you actually become more happy. Like, when you find more things or less things to be upset about, you are just happy. You're lighter, and it shows. If you're happy on the inside, it shows on the outside that you're happy. Mind you, if you have a resting bitch face, I really can't help that. But yes, it shows. It glows. It shows in your skin. It shows in your face. All of that. Another way to change is probably your hair, probably your makeup. Makeup. If you do not know how to do your makeup, start researching. You can watch a couple of my videos. If you need me to tell you how I do my liner, how I do my face, how I do my lips, I have a video on that though. Let me know. I will share all that information. If you're trying to find some people to follow, I'll do it. If you need to find somebody to do your hair, I'll help you find it. If you want to start wearing lace fronts and wigs, I have the perfect person to help you with that, and I'll put it in my comments. she's amazing. She's great. I got you. And if you don't want to change your hair, you don't have to change your hair. But maybe I would suggest, you know, changing up maybe the way you do your hair. Another way to glow up is have your alone time. I cannot stress this enough. Your alone time is important. Yourself, you're important. Like, you need to go on dates with yourself. You need to have some alone time with yourself. All of that. Because at the end of the day, like I said, it's just you. Meditate. Journal. Journaling is a good thing. I didn't think I was a writer. But once I started journaling, I was able to talk about my feelings, talk about my insecurities, talk about things like that. And once I was able to put that on paper, I was able to let it go. And I was able to let up a lot of negative and ugly energy, which I feel like physically helped me as well. I know sometimes being alone can be scary, but that's the difference between being lonely and being alone. When you glow up, I feel like since you are taking care of yourself, you need to be comfortable with being alone. But being alone doesn't mean you have to be lonely. So, I watch a movie. I do my makeup. I do my hair. I talk to myself. And once I'm done with that, I talk to my friends. I talk to my girls. They are so important to me. My girlfriends and my 2 guy friends, they're the world to me. Another thing to glow up is to have good people around you. I cannot stress this enough. Most of the time, you are who you hang around with. If you hang around with ugly, negative people, I'm saying ugly in spirit, you're more than likely ugly, and you more than likely have a negative spirit. More than likely, you are not someone that is fun to be around. Be careful who you spend your energy to, who you give your energy to, and who you allow into your space. You know, your body, because that takes a toll on you. I'm being serious. Find good groups of friends. I have really good friends behind me, which is why I feel like I am so great now. You know, I took care of myself, but I also have people who look out for me too. They got my back. They, you know, they put me in check when I need to be checked, because I'm not always right, and that's important. You need that. You need friends. I'm telling you, you need friends. A lot of people, I feel like nowadays, are so hurt by friends and are so hurt by people, but you really need people. Like, nobody's meant to be alone. I really believe that. I really believe that nobody's meant to be alone. So, if you got people, good people behind you, you'll be straight in life, honestly. You'll be good. It helps, I promise. But that's basically how you glow up. Find your style. Change the way you eat. Try to be a little bit more active. Change up your hair. Change up your face. It doesn't have to be drastic. I also got lip fillers, but you don't got to do that. That's just me. Change your attitude. Really, change your attitude, because nobody wants to be around people who got a bad attitude all the time. Like, they don't. Change your outlook on life. Try your best. Life is tough, I get it, but try your best. Have your alone time. Take care of you. Because once you do all that, you're good, baby. You are good. You are going to see it. You're going to see it within yourself. Other people are going to see it first physically. They're going to see she glows different. She looks different. And I don't know what it is. Oh, she's happy. That's why. You're happy. That person's happy. Baby, I'm taking care of myself. That's how I look good. And that's how you glow up. That's really the secret to glow up. You don't need lots of money to do all of this and all of that. Like, you really don't. Take care of yourself. That's one of the few ways to glow up. Let me know if you guys have any other questions or comments. Please leave a like if you did enjoy this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.